It's Saturday, May 10th. You know what that means. We have WWE Backlash live from St. Louis, Missouri at the Enterprise Center. Main eventing the show tonight is John Cena versus Randy Orton. We're going to predict that. We're going to preview the show. We're going to get into that all in this video here at Sleeper Sports Media in correlation with No Dirt Sheets, of course. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and everything else. Go subscribe or follow the Patreon, whatever that beautiful button says. Go get us some more eyes on everything that we're doing over here at both NoDirtSheets.com, No Dirt Sheets, the YouTube channel, the Facebook page, everything, and Sleeper Sports Media here. This is the Backlash 2025 preview and predictions. I'm Nick Witosh of Sleeper Sports Media. Here we go. This is going to be no particular order, but kicking off the predictions and preview, we have Pat McAfee versus Gunther. What this storyline is going to eventually do and lead to, we don't really know yet. It was a very quick turnaround from Mania to Backlash, so it's been a very quick back and forth of these two, and it was a very quick jump start to this feud, this rivalry. What we're going to see, what it's going to do for both McAfee and Gunther, if it leads to Pat in another match, if it leads to Pat going away for a bit, if it leads to Gunther really facing Goldberg later this year at SummerSlam. Who knows? This is the 8th match in Pat McAfee's career. This is Gunther's first match and one of the first 5 or 6 or so appearances since his loss at WrestleMania. And we're gonna see what kind of how he does in a non-title match. He's only been defeated, I think, officially 4 times, 2 submission losses, 2 pinfalls throughout NXT UK, NXT, and the main roster. So can Pat deliver that 5th one? Is that going to be the thing to set this new Gunther over the edge to go away for a while, reinvent himself, and then come back with much needed and improvement on his character as a whole? Then Pat just goes back to commentary. Does he go to... Do we see him get a 9th, a 10th match, and then so on and so on? Pat McAfee over Gunther is my official pick for this one tonight. I think this does kick off the show for Backlash tonight. Next up on the card, again, no particular order, but next up, I believe, will be the Women's Intercontinental Championship. We have Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. I don't know what to think of this one. I do know that the chemistry between these two has been really, really good. The build, as short as it's been, the Raw after Mania, they do the heel turn, they lose the titles, they do the heel turn for Becky, turning on Lyra, and seemingly just splitting them apart and being the spark for this mid-card title that didn't have any real relevance, was just about as relevant as the women's tag titles over the last couple of years before Liv and Raquel got them the last couple of times. Has been about as relevant as the 24/7 title back in the day whenever they had that monstrosity out there. But I think ultimately I would love to see Lyra retain, but I do think they will give this title to Becky to kind of keep Lyra there and have a prolonged feud and then put some prestige on this title. I could also see Lyra retaining and getting a big win over Becky to still prolong this title and prolong this feud. We could see a disqualification and interference result with Bayley coming back to cost Becky or to assist Lyra in getting it and then prolong it with the 3 of them. Similar situation to Jade, Naomi, and Bianca whenever she does come back. But ultimately, I would like to see Lyra win, but I think Becky takes this one. From the women's IC, from the mid-card to the mid-card, we have a fatal 4-way match for the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu taking on LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre. We did see on SmackDown last night that Drew McIntyre was left standing tall over all 3 of them, and he was holding the title. Same with Randy Orton. He was holding the title. We know what has happened before in the past whenever talent has done that leading up to a title match. We know the superstition. I think Fatu retains, and this could potentially be match of the night for sure with these 4 guys here all ready for the main roster. Even McIntyre, he is great in some things that he does. Others is very annoying, like the fact that he just constantly cries and complains and says, oh, I was screwed out of this, screwed out of that. Get over it and just keep on going. LA Knight doesn't cry and complain as much as he should for over the past year, being the workhorse that he's been and being kept away from the main event scene on SmackDown there while Cody was champion, because everyone knows that they were protecting Cody from LA Knight, from Jacob Fatu. I mean, even from Damian Priest and even from Drew McIntyre. So this Fatal 4-Way could definitely be match of the night. U.S. Championship and mid-card division on SmackDown has been one of the best and continues to be one of the best with what this division looks like. But I got Fatu retaining over Knight, Priest, and McIntyre. Probably gonna pin Knight to kind of push him away from this for the U.S. title for a while. And hopefully we see Knight step up and get to see Knight in the main event scene. Hopefully, fingers crossed. This one could really be any which way. Anyone pinning anyone, but I got Fatu with the win. Who he pins, up to be seen. From the men's mid-card on SmackDown to the men's mid-card on Raw, we have an Intercontinental Championship, Dominik Mysterio versus Penta, one-on-one tonight at Backlash. I got Dom retaining, as hot as Penta's been. Hopefully they would do something and they would be smart enough to not have Penta lose in a way that makes him look super, super weak. But I also wouldn't want to see Dom cheat to win in his first title defense or second title, whatever this defense is for him. One of the first couple. Would love to see Dom start to win clean and refuse to have the Judgment Day help him to kind of break him away from that group that has been on shaky ground, especially with Liv gone and the tag titles not being defended. Dom over Penta makes sense. Penta, although has been on fire since his debut in WWE and has won some matches, only 2 losses, one at WrestleMania. Don't think he was in the pinfall or in the decision. So is that really a loss? And then in the one loss also in a tag team match. So could go to Penta. I think Dom retains the IC title at Backlash tonight. All right, and now we are at the main event, WWE Championship, John Cena versus Randy Orton. For one last time, this rivalry culminates tonight. Final time, John Cena, Randy Orton, WWE Championship. The build for this one has been so-so. John Cena did come out and cut a really good promo last night. Randy Orton was there, did hit an RKO. It was great. The crowd loved it. Made sense. John Cena getting some big time heat. It did sound like they were piping in some of it, but for the most part, his promo was good as he is good on the mic there. I do have John Cena retaining over Randy Orton, and Randy Orton being distracted by the return of Cody Rhodes, which does lead to him losing. And then I hope finally we get the heel turn from Cody Rhodes that he has been trying to avoid for so long, and now he just realizes that it's time, and it's been time. The white meat babyface champion dropping F-bombs and talking about this, that, and everything else under the sun that a babyface would not, should not, and just does not do. Randy Orton is very over as a face, and it just makes sense for Cody to be the one to come back and cost him that title, and then they go do their thing through the summer, up to SummerSlam, and then if you do have to put the title back on Cody when Cena does finally retire in December, do that at a Saturday night's main event, although I don't understand the point. Let someone else be the one to take it off of Cena. I mean, for crying out loud, Austin Theory, LA Knight, somebody different, somebody that can actually hold a title with prestige, defend it on TV or PLEs and not just on dark matches, because people want to actually see it be defended on TV and on the PLE, have that big fight feel, have aura around it, and everything else that Cody just does not have. It's fine to have him defended on a house show and everything, but when he's only 387 days, he defended it 9 times. 9 times. 3 weeks later, and we're already getting Cena's first defense, and we have 20-something more dates for Cena to defend it on. Saturday night's main event later in June or at the end of this month or whatever that ends up being. But Randy Orton drops it, is interfered with or distracted by, and loses the title. Loses loses the match and doesn't win his 15th title in his hometown. Cena retains, and that's how Backlash ends tonight. That was the predictions and preview for Backlash 2025 live from St. Louis, Missouri tonight, Saturday, May 10th, here on Sleeper Sports Media in correlation with no dirt sheets. Final predictions: McAfee over Gunther, Lynch over Valkyria, Fatu over Knight, Priest, and McIntyre, Mysterio over Penta, and Cena over Orton with a return from Cody Rhodes. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're almost right there at that 5,000 mark. That has been our goal for quite some time now. Just about 3 away, depending on what the numbers are at right now. As I'm making this, it is 4,997, 3 away from 5,000 subscribers. So please share, comment, give this a like to help it get to somebody new so that they can subscribe and come and enjoy what we do here, both at Sleeper Sports Media and No Dirt Sheets. This was presented by Prime Cherry Limeade, unofficially, not official by any means. That's just the best flavor. Get your Prime, drink your Prime, get your W, put on your W, and subscribe to Sleeper Sports Media, No Dirt Sheets. And until next time for the podcast episode coming out tomorrow on Sunday to review Raw, SmackDown, and Backlash, I'm Nick Witosh of Sleeper Sports Media. Thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing. See you tomorrow. Here we go.